go to the NBA Finals. Like, it is as unpredictable as it's ever been in our lives, I mean.
See, but yes, and also no, not no to the unpredictable, but no to you like it because it's unpredictable. No. You like it because it's been good basketball. Yeah. That's why. If Cleveland had pulled that out last night,
still a good game.
If Halliburton hits that shot and then they give it to Mitchell, and Mitchell just tosses it from 90 feet and it goes in and they win, it's still a great game, right? Mm-hmm. If Boston had held on against the Knicks, won in overtime, that's still a great game. It's not because
Fair
enough.
Good.
Fair enough.
That's honestly like been my on-ramp to it, is like Boston suffering. I'm like, all right, I remember this drug.
That's
chasing that dragon.
That's the taste.
Okay, so this is what I want to talk about, though.
Knicks.
So what?
I'm a Knicks guy now.
This is so interesting. It honestly is from a business perspective. Like, everyone's saying basketball's dying. The ratings are down, even though they got, the monster streaming dollars, and it doesn't matter whether ratings are down. They've got the monster streaming dollars, so it's a thriving business. But what does the NFL do? How does the NFL stay in business? No matter what, no matter how many Justin Tuckers, no matter how many Ravens, the Ravens made the statement on behalf of the NFL, literally made a statement on behalf of Justin Tucker. Like that. That's what happened. That league keeps us addicted on Sundays. Why? Because 3:45, holy shit, these games are good. How do you fix basketball? Holy shit, these games are good. The last 2 days, amazing basketball and great. And the only thing in the middle of it that was a turd is, oh, come on, Celtics, really? You're going to look like that doing that, and that's how the Knicks are going to beat you? Like that, you guys are going to play that way?
That wasn't a turd, though. It was a great game. Now, the comeuppance plays a part in why everyone is so excited and people like Mike are salivating. But the reality is it was still a very compelling game. Dan, I would argue, again, going back to you, the ratings are down. The ratings are down for any number of reasons that have nothing to do with the quality of play. I said this months ago when we had this conversation. The NBA doesn't have a style of play problem. It doesn't have a load management problem. It has a PR problem. We don't do a good job of controlling our destiny in terms of how our game is talked about in the same way that the NFL does, right? We can't change the fact that 1/82nd of a season is not as valuable as 1/17th of a season. We can't. There's nothing we can do to change that. It's here to stay, and it's been here. The reality is how people talk about our game, how we allow our game to be perceived, particularly with the casual market, right? Because the diehards are here. I was telling this to my buddies last night. Oh, man, it would be crazy if, like, Indiana and Minnesota got to the finals. And I'm saying, no, it's not. I mean, yes, it'd be crazy from us basketball heads. We'd love it. But the reality is, as the casuals need dependability, reliability, someone I can identify. The best example of this I can give is 2020. I'm watching the NBA Finals. My kid sits down next to me. My kid is 10 years old maybe at the time, maybe a little younger, and watches maybe 3 or 4 possessions. It says, where's Klay Thompson? Because in my child's mind, at that point, there is no such thing as an NBA Finals where Klay Thompson isn't out there. That's what the casual fan is. They turn on the TV, and if they see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus Tyrese Halliburton, they're like, I don't know these people.
But, the PR problem for the NBA is largely self-inflicted, right? Because it's not 1/72nd. It's 30 to 41 70-seconds of the season that's the problem.
The fact that you're saying that tells me we have a PR problem because it's not that much. It's nowhere near that much. But we allow it to be said over and over again, and not just by jamoke shows like ours, but people who pay for the right to broadcast the games. Turner and ESPN did not do a good job of being stewards of the game in the same way.
But it's not their job, right?
Yes, it is.
It's not my job to go to watch the NBA.
No.
You give me a reason to
Billy,
watch it.
I'm not saying our job. I'm not saying it's the fans' job. I'm saying Turner and ESPN have a fiduciary duty to talk about the game in a way that is positive and uplifting and give people reasons to watch rather than giving people reasons not to watch.
I hear you, but I kind of like the negativity that I get from Turner. They kind of built their brand on keeping it real, and I don't want to get bogged down and be guilty of perpetuating what you're lamenting right there, Amin, and just talking about how bad the sport is. We're going to agree to disagree on the style of play and the load management. You don't think it's that big of an issue? I'm sure you have numbers to back it up. For me, perception is reality in that I punted on it. It is what it is when it came to me. It's venturing into baseball territory. And that's a couple different factors. My team is not good, but my team is not good because of a lot of the reasons that I've already outlined. I want to celebrate basketball because if they bring it like they've brought it over the last week, then there's no issue. They'll fix the sport. I imagine it will take time. Hell, baseball fixed the sport. There are issues. We've talked about it. Maybe it starts on the defensive end. But I want more moments like last night. Give me more moments like last night, and I'll be one of the people helping that arrow point in the other direction when it comes to their rating.